I could never be A$AP Rocky. Like I could never be him, because like it's just too much confidence in himself. Like I'm not that. It was funny, because like yesterday he kind of like, he sneak dissed me, but also gave me props, but gave himself props at the same time. He was like, I know you want to be me, but it's funny, because I want to be you. Which I was like, that is the most awesomest diss / awesome cool thing. But like that's the thing, I could never say that to anyone. I just don't feel that way.
Hi man, there's like a new huge wave of new rappers which is coming out right now.
Yeah.
Including Freddie Gibbs, Big Crit, J. Cole, and yourself. But what do you think about this guy right here?
A$AP Rocky, that's my fucking brother, yo, for real. Yeah, A$AP Rocky, man, that's my bro, for real. Dude out of Harlem, he's gonna be huge,
Pretty
man.
motherfucker.
Yeah, they
That's
know.
what I'm repping.
Yeah, that's, nah,
And you
man.
plan like to collaborate or?
Yeah, we got some shit in the works, you know what I'm saying? That's my bro, man. He's just a thorough ass dude. He's just a good ass dude, and he's funny. And our crew, you know, my crew and his crew, you know what I'm saying? We all get along real well. It's like, that's why I fuck with him, because, you know, like a lot of people you meet, they don't always like show love to your whole crew, you know what I'm saying? Like, but this is a dude that like keeps in conversation and kicks it with like everyone in my crew, like all my homies and shit. So we all just chill.
I saw you wrote it on Twitter. That's why.
Yeah, he's good peoples, man.
And you and Rocky still communicate. Everything's love. That's your brother.
Yeah, yeah.
That's always been your brother.
Yeah, listen, I was while all of this was happening, we was together in LA. Like, just because we don't post all of the time, people assume like, oh, they're not together, this, that, and the third. You know, after you get grown, you're not doing stuff for the gram, especially if you don't see each other for a long time. The last thing you think about doing is posting pictures with each other.
And you just recently roasted somebody who you're actually also friends with, A$AP Rocky, because of his Calvin Klein commercial. Yeah. What was your problem with the commercial?
I just don't get why he's just getting naked for money now. I'm like, he might as well just go to be a stripper. Like, if you're gonna be stripping out here, just go ahead and just go full-fledged and go to, you know what I mean, go do it up. That's all I'm saying, but he still gotta lose my number.
Yeah, that's not how real friends operate. Like, yo, we got
Yeah,
together, let's pull out the camera.
It actually feels weird to like be like, yo, let's take this picture right now. Let's like, it's super weird. Like, it's super weird. So like, yeah, we was working on music and everything for most of the quarantine.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So there's some stuff in the stash.
Man, I mean, dressing people in all white all the time was kind of cultish, you know what I'm saying? But that was just a
tuition into the school experience early on.
Yeah, that's just an early idea, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you what, we when Rocky got out of jail, he came to Sunday service, and I'm here, I got the all white on, and it's funny, it's like I helped get Rocky out of jail, and he helped me get out of jail.
Mm-hmm.
Because when Rocky, I'm just standing next to him, he just all like swagged out with all the, you know, A$AP and Og and all his brothers and stuff. And I was like, man, why I'm standing here in this white outfit? Like, I need to put some Dickies on. I need to like put these power fades on or something, man. Like, we ain't never have an all white outfit again. Thank you, A$AP Rocky, for pulling up to Sunday service.
How is Rocky? Because I haven't talked to him in several months. I reached out to him when he came home from that situation in Europe, and I assume that, you know, he put out a couple of records, but I also assume he kind of took a chill to kind of collect himself, because that shit was turbulent.
Yeah, he definitely took a chill. He took a chill pill and just try to like figure out like, you know, what's next and all of that. But he's been working. I gather that he's in a good space. He got a lot of music.
Were you a fan of Flacco first? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
like
that's around the time. It's just like it was going too crazy. Like everything influence was just Flacco.
And
everything.
Rocky, man, he like a whole package though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
he is. Yeah.
Like
Even when A$AP Rocky, like, he was named after you.
Yeah, word up. Yeah, and that's humbling. That's humbling. And what's crazy about that is I remember, man, a long time ago, driving through Harlem. A lady walks across the street. I'm at the light. She walks across the street. She got a, you know, carriage and everything. Yo, could you sign this for me? And I never say no. What's his name? Rakim. I'm like, word up? She like, Rakim, word. So I signed a joint.
If you a fan first, what does that feel like when you start to see that he recognized your music as well?
I couldn't even talk to him at first. Like I was so nervous, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really start like having the butterflies and stuff, like to this day, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, that man, he crazy, he different, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
And I remember that day because that's the first time, you know, me hearing somebody name their son after me, you know what I mean? So, you know, like I said, humbling experience. And then for years later, for him to pop up, because, you know, I seen him rise and I'm like, oh, that's dope, Rakim, man. But then when I spoke to him and he brought the story up, man, so, you know, it all came back to me, man. So, you know, it was crazy, man. Big up to ASAP too, man, and his family.
Yeah, so like when I met him and he told me that he liked my music, I'm like, what? Like, who showed you this? You know what I mean? Like, I'm from the flat, I'm from Fairburn, like Georgia, like not East Atlanta, South Atlanta. Like, how this man know my stuff from Harlem? Like, you know what I'm saying? It was just crazy.
You know what? I was actually reading up about everything that you've been through, and it was A$AP Rocky who was talking about you, and he said that when he was in jail, you actually helped him.
Yeah.
You looked out for him. And at
I
that
didn't know
time
he was about to be A$AP Rocky.
Yeah. So at that time, he was just a regular guy, and you just wanted to help him out.
Yeah. It was not me wanting to. It was just like he said, he didn't pose a threat.
On the new album, you have a track with A$AP Rocky called Scholarship. How did you guys link up, and how's that relationship grown?
I met A$AP Rocky through a friend of mine named Space Ghost Perp. And I went to New York. I was doing this show. I was digging his stuff in it. I heard of him. I didn't know him personally, but I heard of him, you know, heard his mixtapes, stuff like that, and I was watching some of his YouTube videos. He's dope. He's a superstar.
You don't get cool with the opposition. You just get cool with the person that doesn't pose a threat. You were skinny at the time.
Yeah.
Had long hair, so he was just cool. He wasn't trying to be extra tough.
Yeah.
He was just trying to like come in and come out, and I
Yeah.
was just like, let me tell him the ropes before he do something wrong.
Yeah.
And he listened to me. You know?
Yeah, and you probably saved him. So
the collaboration for the song Problems with A$AP Rocky, Kendrick, and Drake, I don't know, around 2012, 2013. And I remember doing this hard-ass verse for Drake. And he didn't really tell me what he felt about the verse, you know what I mean? He just accepted it. And, you know, fast forward a couple months later, you know, he kind of just took one of my verses and made it a hook. And I knew it would go platinum because of the people that was on the track.
But so when did it finally click to you, oh, that's Rocky?
A homegirl of mine's was, I guess, in the same area as him, and he was like, I guess a topic came up about jail, and he was like, I don't like jail, I'm never going to jail again, or whatever the case may be. And she's like, you ain't been in jail. He's like, what? I've been in jail. I know a dude named Casanova. He saved me. You know what I'm saying? Showed me the rope.
When I got to New York, Space Ghost Perp was out there, and I was like, yo, man, why don't you and A$AP Rocky come to my show, and I'll bring you out on stage with me. And he didn't have a deal at the time. You know what I'm saying? He was just underground. And I brought him on stage, man. People went crazy, and they started talking about it in the blogs and stuff like, yo, Juicy J brought out A$AP Rocky. And we became good friends after that, you know what I'm saying? That's where the relationship started, you know.
She's like, which Casanova? Casanova that rap from Brooklyn? He like, I don't know if he rap, but I know he from Brooklyn, big black dude. So she laughing and she showed him my Instagram. He was like, yeah, that's him right there. And then he FaceTimed me. I guess she gave him my number.
Like right now, I kind of feel as far as the new generation of artists that comes through, that's coming through, you've got yourself that would kind of, and I don't like to categorize people, but you know, for one of a better word, would fit more into the conscious side of things. And then A$AP is the guy who's kind of more on the, you know, the flashy fashion tip or whatever. Right. But you guys definitely have a great relationship. Yeah. So like, how did that relationship kind of start? Because you guys are quite different as artists.
I think it really just came about, you know, just being around each other so much.
Right.
TD and A$AP were real tight knit. It just so happened we was falling in different spots at the same time a lot of times, and you know, those were some real genuine dudes.
Yeah.
And we just, you know, built this type of brotherhood, man, where, you know, we respect each other, not only from the music end world, but, you know, as a person, you know, as people.
So he FaceTimed me and he like, yo, you know who I am? I'm like, stop playing with me, man. A$AP Rocky, why you playing with me? Like, he said, no, you don't remember? I'm like, no, I don't remember. What are you talking about? Like, Mama G, the CEO, remember what? I said, hold on. that was you with the perm, the long perm. So we was dying. We was just going over different stories and stuff like that.
How do you feel about some of the young cats making noise in New York, like Joey Badass and A$AP Rocky?
It's dope. It's dope. I'm all for the young energy. It inspires guys like me. Joey Badass is he's a badass. He's nice. A$AP probably has my favorite song out right now with Fucking Problem. Love that record. So I mean, anytime you can get a different type of energy from cats. I mean, the fact that they're from New York, I mean, that's a bonus.
I mean, he was just telling me he proud of me and all that. And it was just amazing. Like, we just called each other every day, like, I still don't believe it.
Yeah.
I still don't believe it. I still don't believe it. And it was just crazy. And then I still didn't tell nobody. But he said something in the podcast.
Yeah. I was like, what a small world.
Yeah, that's why it's good to treat people the way you want to be treated from young. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you don't know, you might see this person years down the line.